Today's topic on Law of Attraction Detox is doubt and why it can be your best friend instead of your worst enemy. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, Law of Attraction Detox, where we detoxify from toxic techniques and instead we focus on our true nature and our true state of being, where all possibilities exist and our true manifestational power. So today I want to talk about doubt because a lot of my clients come to me and they want to shift into a certain state of being where they already have what they desire, they know that it's on the way, they can rest and relax. And typically what we find throughout the process is that there is some sort of seed of doubt. And that's not a big deal. Like, everyone makes a big deal about doubt on other channels where they say, you just need to trust and just stop doubting and this and that. And it's like, try not doubting. It would be like trying to not breathe, okay? And I'm going to tell you why here. Because doubt is actually our body's internal protection mechanism. It is a form of protection that keeps us from just naively jumping off a cliff as if we can fly. So doubt keeps us from doing stupid things that would get us killed, okay? So when we look at it from a different perspective, like, doubt is actually here to save me. Doubt is actually here to protect me and serve me. It makes it a lot easier to lovingly accept doubt. It makes it a lot easier to see it as something there for us to serve us. What is the doubt telling you? The doubt is telling you, I don't think that you can have your specific person. I don't think your specific person is going to change. The doubt is telling you, I don't think that you actually can make that amount of money happen. How about this one? The doubt that I can't actually lose weight or have the kind of body that I want or have the health that I want. Because a lot of these doubts are actually situated in, based on the past. They're situated in the past. They're situated in what has happened to us up until this point. And so if you take and you capture that moment and you realize, I am running on autopilot, it should be relieving to you to hear that. Like, oh, this is an auto program that has been running since, who knows, since I was a little kid. And it's a societal norm that we don't get what we want, that we somehow, it takes hard work. I don't deserve it because I'm not a CEO of a company. I don't deserve money. I don't deserve it because I'm not the most gorgeous and intelligent person in the world, so I don't deserve to have you see what I mean? So these doubts are actually windows into your soul, right? They're windows into your true nature. Well, wait a minute. How does that happen? You say, wait, Kristen, what do you mean? Doubt is going to help me find my true nature. Well, yeah, because it's showing you everything up until this point that you have believed about yourself and the world. I doubt that this person loves me. And so everything that I've been seeing up until this point is that this person doesn't love me. Oh, well, wait a minute. I want to change it. Slam on the brakes, okay? I know we all want to change our doubts and make them go away. But what I do with my clients and what I do with hypnotherapy is I remove the obstacle to forcing yourself. I remove the obstacle to forcing things to happen. Okay, because that's an obstacle. Trying to force yourself to quit having doubt is an obstacle to you creating the state of being where you now effortlessly and easily create things into being. Okay, so how do you get into allowing doubt to just be there? Okay, well, first you notice that you have a doubt, and it comes probably associated with a feeling of discomfort in your body because now you're believing this lie that you can't have what you want, and it's going against everything that you really, truly, honestly know to be true. But you don't see any evidence yet. Up until this point, you've only seen the opposite of what you want. Up until this point, you have every reason to be doubting. So if you try to push against that grain and you try to tell yourself, well, you shouldn't be doubting because all of these channels are telling me that I need to stop doubting in order to get what I want, you are in essence pushing that part of yourself further and further and further away. And that's why we create this fragmented state of being where there's a part of us that believes that we're good and we're whole and we're worthy. And this is a part of us that believes that everything that we desire can happen and it can be here. But then there's this doubt, and this doubt is something that we want to go away. And so it's like pushing a piece. A lot of times I use, I use analogies all the time in this channel, and that we're like a puzzle. And so this puzzle is this like rectangle thing, and there's a piece of it missing. And that piece of it is your doubt. And so if you allow your doubt to be a part of your puzzle, if you allow your doubt to actually be a good thing that's keeping you from, hey, will you hold my purse, to this like stranger on the street? Will you hold my purse while I go in? I just need you to hold my backpack with all my money in it while I go into the store. Like, you would never do that because you have a doubt that this person isn't going to just run off with it. And it keeps you from doing really weird things like that. Okay, so that part of your puzzle is doubt. So stop buying in to the techniques that are telling you to just stop doubting and just trust. Just stop doubting and trust. And you're like, yeah, if I could, I would have. That's because your doubt is not something that you should be pushing away. Your doubt is something you should be embracing and bringing in. Embracing and listening to. Acknowledging, I hear that you have doubt. I hear that. Actually, why don't you just tell me everything about that? Sit down with yourself like you would like your best friend. Your friend is like, I'm having doubts that I can, and you'd be like a cheerleader to your friend. You'd be like, hey, don't you remember you're that badass bee that I love? I know that you can have whatever you want. And, your friend would be like, oh yeah, that's right. That's how I want you talking to yourself here on this channel. I want you detoxifying from toxic techniques that would tell you to fragment yourself further apart. The experience of wholeness, the experience of complete love and acceptance of all of you, including the part of you that doubts. Guess what? That is the state of being that truly creates everything that you have ever desired. But the beautiful thing is, with majority of my clients, with myself included, I've seen that when I get into that whole state of being and I completely love and accept and embrace all parts of myself, including the one that is doubting, then everything else looks different. My whole life looks different, and it starts to take shape in a different way. I've started to see people differently. I start to see that everyone is here to love me. Everyone is here showing up with open arms to love me. And it's showing up and it's really I'm becoming a witness to that truth. And I didn't need to do any effort. I didn't need to do anything extra. There's no extra pieces that I am missing anymore. Okay? I don't need to rely on my external world anymore to validate what I know to be true. Right here, I'm pointing like right here. Like, I know this is truth right here in my heart. This is my internal GPS system. But I only got there through the conscious awareness of my thought patterns. And I didn't shame myself or tell myself to stop. I instead just acknowledge, I hear that you're doubting. And maybe that doubt has some wisdom. I doubt I can jump off a cliff and fly unless I have a really, unique, amazing paragliding design that some man has made to help me fly. But even then, I still have to come down and land. So maybe my doubt is actually telling me something. Maybe my doubt about this specific person, that fear that I have about them, I can't let them go, but I can't have them because I don't want them in my life because they're actually treating me horribly. Maybe that doubt that they will come back into your life and be the kind of person you want, maybe it's there because it's true. Maybe the doubt is there because your person that is meant for you is right around the corner. And they're freaking amazing. And they're better than anything you could even imagine. So I want to land this home today. And I hope it landed. And comment if it's helped you. If this is helping you and you can resonate. Because for me and for what I'm seeing with my clients, As soon as I just say something like, what if you just allow yourself to have doubt, to be the person who has doubt? Guess what? You're now wrapping yourself in love and you're becoming a whole being, and now you have 360 degrees of possibility. And from that 360 degrees of possibility, you are also expanding out into the world. And the further that I expand out into the world, guess what? Now the whole cosmos is at my fingertips. And when you have that much magic around you, all you need to do is gently nudge yourself into a loving state of being and say, I wish I had a glass of water, and I will someday, and I don't really care when. It's that easy, guys. Contact me if you would like a little help nudging yourself, okay? I have some really affordable packages, and I have some massively transformative packages. Do a 3-pack of hypnotherapy. I have a 7-day self-love course. It's a self-led course coming out very soon. I'm almost about ready to launch it. I'm super excited. Go to my website and contact me if you want more information about that. And in the meantime, know that you are the one that you seek. The anxiety that you're experiencing, the things that you are trying to practice, it is because you are trying to find yourself. And once you find yourself, boom, nothing else needs to be done. No techniques necessary. Everything just happens naturally. The thoughts happen naturally. The words come out of your mouth naturally. You pick up your body and it moves naturally towards more of what you desire, which is expansion of love in a human body. Okay? That's it. I love you.